you do not have like up to 2,700 euros proof, can you like use maybe assets? Another question I would really like to ask that has been on a lot of people's, I mean, I've been getting this kind of question, and even me, I'm actually really curious, right? You come in here as a nomad with a nomad visa. Yeah. So when you move here, like, is it easy for you to change and say, you know what, let me even find a job here and actually work here? Welcome to my channel. It's Ify Space here, and we are somewhere in Smart City in the south of Malta. Really serene area. Can you hear the peace, the silence, the silence? Anyway, so we're here to record a video, and there are some people behind the camera. Okay, you get to meet them soon. Okay, just quickly.
Hi, hi everyone.
And then yourself. Anyway, so we are going to a pub in Malta. It's called in Smart City. It's called Londoners Pub. Hoping that we'll be able to record a video. Hopefully, if not, we'll just find a very quiet place and then you'll see what the video is about. In fact, from the title, you would already see that. Oh, okay, this is what we'll be talking about. So, see you soon. All right, welcome back. Sorry, it's going to be a very funny video, right? Because we are under the sun. See what we'll go through because of content. It is well. Anyway, so here with me is Osato and Tega. They are both nomads, so like you can see from the title, they are nomads living in Malta who moved to Malta earlier this year, and they would like, I mean, of course, they'll be sharing their experiences, and of course a lot of people have been asking several questions about, oh, okay, how can I move to Malta, nomad, and all of that, right? We are at Londoners Pub once again in Smart City. Just check out the background. Ah, God. Maybe I should be coming here to record video every day. Anyway, so this is Tega. Tega, say hello.
Hi, viewers.
See, any hair you see on me, thanks to her. And then this is Osato. Osato is a YouTuber as well. Osato, what's your YouTube name? We have to revive that YouTube channel by fire by force. So Osato is a YouTuber. What's your YouTube channel? Oh, and even a TikTok. Yeah, what is it?
My name Osato Asabo.
Okay, on YouTube and
on TikTok.
And she is an upcoming YouTuber too.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. So anyway, today we'll just be talking about pretty much a very relaxed video as usual. You guys came in as nomads. Yeah. Both nomads, but kind of different. I'm sure it was a different experience for both of you. But you came from Spain, yeah, and she came from Nigeria, right? So for you, how long did it? When did you start the process?
I think November or late October last year. Yeah, so it was really fast. Yeah.
And it was it yourself or through an agent?
No, I used an agent.
And then you did it yourself or through an agent?
Yes, I did mine myself.
Okay, so you can see, you can do it through an agent and do it yourself. Like I used to say, you can do it yourself, okay?
Yeah, so how it worked was, I think I started the process beginning of January, and I had it by the end of February.
So fast?
Yes, and everything was...
because you're in Spain, do you think that
No, but everything was via email, so they were pretty fast. So once I emailed them that I was interested, they sent me back all the requirements and the forms to fill and everything, and I already had everything, so I didn't have to look for anything. So I just compiled all the documents, sent it to them, and they were very responsive, because throughout the process, like I would send them emails to ask questions and things like that, and they would reply. And yeah, in like a month more or less, it was ready, and they sent me the acceptance on conditions. So the condition is, after you get that letter, you now have to get accommodation and health insurance.
A temporary accommodation or permanent?
Yeah, it can be temporary. You can do
like booking.com.
Airbnb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing for you? I know your was different.
It was quite different, right? So I don't think, maybe because from Spain, but I think from Nigeria, you need to get your 1-year contract from an actual apartment, right? I don't know if the process has changed now, but when I was coming, we actually needed to get like an apartment for 1 year lease. I also had to pay upfront, like my rent too. I had to pay upfront, like I think I paid the deposit, then I paid 1 month ahead, so like 2 times payment. That was what I did for myself.
Really?
Yes.
But did you, your own visa process, was it premium visa or?
No.
You went to the embassy there?
I didn't do the visa.
You didn't need visa?
Because I was already in Spain and it's in Schengen, so I didn't need to do the visa.
Wow, so up to now, no visa. And you have your permit?
Yeah.
Wow, really? Yeah. Interesting. But as in Spain, were you a nomad there?
No, I had a work permit.
You're working there, like, oh, nice, okay. I'm sure that your own will be a very different. So you didn't even need, no wonder it took 1 month now. Let her tell you how long it took for visa. Have you forgotten like visa?
Yeah, for
they'll
visa
send
it
your
was
passport
premium.
down.
Yes, it's actually premium visa, right? It took, I think, after the visa, after I paid for the visa and stuff, then it now took about, I sent my passports first, then before they returned it, maybe like 2 to 3 weeks, right, before I now got my passport back with the visa stamp and all, yeah. Like,
2 to 3, no, it takes longer.
Yeah.
So we're waiting till like 3 o'clock. We booked, yes, we booked table for 3 o'clock.
Okay, you want something to drink?
Maybe when it's 3 we'll come in. They just told us to sit outside for now if we want. Thank you so much. Hope you don't mind, we're doing a video.
Sorry?
I'm doing a video.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, hope that's fine though. Okay. Thank you so much. Alright, so sorry, we're supposed to actually be here having drinks, but we're waiting for happy hour because if you buy one get one free. In this Europe you have to be saying so it's almost 3, so we'll just do our video. That's why the table is empty. Maybe when we are having the cocktail we'll do a video of that, but for now it's empty table anyway. So the visa process, I know it's different for you and all, right? Okay, so yours took 1 month. Okay, what was the reason why you decided to come to Malta even as a nomad?
So it was a bit random. I came to Malta in November, like just for a weekend with my sister, and the vibe was really different. I liked that the people seemed nice.
Seemed, but
yeah, they are. I think they are. I mean, everybody has their issues, and of course, when I'm here, I hear people complain a lot, so it looks different. But when I first came, like, you would ask people on the streets for help, and they would listen to you, try to direct you, things like that, and it was different. I love Spain, but it wasn't the same experience for me.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yes.
Very well.
I make mistakes, but like I can communicate.
But you studied there, right?
I did my master's.
Okay.
Okay, so for me, coming from Nigeria, it was going to be like the first experience, and as a freelancer, obviously. So the reason why I actually selected Malta was the fact that their visa seemed like very easy from Nigeria, even though they did not have like an embassy. It looks very easy. So I had different options. I had the option for, I think, Czech. There was also an option, I think, for Czech Republic. We even called their embassy in Abuja, but they now mentioned that they don't do digital nomad for Nigerians from Nigeria. Yes, but if you are outside Nigeria, yes, you have access to their digital nomad visa. Then I had a couple of other countries, but by the time I weighed my options, basically Malta seemed to be like the easiest. And apart from that, like I said, the agent was already posting about digital nomad visa, Malta, blah blah blah. So I just reached out to him. I asked him for the requirements, and I looked at everything. I saw, okay, I was really eligible. It's something I would really love to explore. And then apart from that, I think Malta also, the country, they speak English. Yes, I think so those were the things that really just triggered my option, yes, in selecting Malta.
By the way, she mentioned requirements. The requirements are on the website. We won't be going through everything, right? I think I've mentioned it in a particular video as well, so you could go on the video and I'll also kind of link the requirements. There's a checklist. There has to be like, I think, how much you need to earn. You need to prove that 2.7 so per month. Yes. Sorry, per person, month, right? Yes. So if you're coming as a family, I think you now have to be, there will not be like an extra for each person. So you need to show proof of that and a couple of other requirements that will not be going through, right? Okay, so I'll just ask again, if you would look back, will you do this again?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. Just like what?
Yes, the same for me. I will.
Yeah, you're gonna say something.
Yeah, so just like what Osato said when she came into Malta. Yes, the vibe, the people, basically. And I like the fact that like when you approach a stranger, like for me, the first time I came, that first week, I didn't want to say it wasn't bad, right? Because I could walk up to like a non-familiar face and I'll just ask them simple questions. Yes, and I was surprised that they'll respond to you in English, but just very few. I think I had like maybe the experience of maybe just one person out of like the others just said, oh, I don't speak English. Oh, right?
Really?
But yes,
maybe another language.
Yes,
no,
the person.
I'm sure it was a foreigner.
Yes, yes, but every other person, I think they were always willing to help you because they understood that I just moved into the country. Yes, yes. Yeah.
And then for you as well, in terms of like settling in, how has it been? You've been here since
beginning of March.
So it's over 6 months. So what do you think?
I think it was. I tell people that ask me. I think it's a good entry country into Europe.
Yeah.
They're using Malta too.
Because like I said, the English is really helpful. Like being able to do legal processes and things like that in English is very helpful. People are nice, so it's easy to get around. And then I think it wasn't too difficult to figure out like settling in terms of finding an apartment. Like so maybe the things you have to look out for. You have to look out for scams and the cost. But in general, I think it's pretty easy to settle into Malta as opposed to other countries.
You said you did not have. It was Airbnb. Then when you came here, you not started searching. Searching, was it difficult?
No. So I used. Well, it was difficult in that places were going really quickly.
Okay.
So if you see somewhere today, tomorrow you're trying to book a call and they're like it's gone.
Okay.
So I had to use an agent. Yes.
I mean, I know I've been to your own place, and I know everything you had to go through.
Honestly.
Right, accommodation in Malta is like that. By the way, we attend the same church. Oh God! See, our church is like a network zone as well, you know. And obviously, I even met. Funny enough, it was through YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you are looking to start a channel, start now. You guys start. Like you meet people as well. Another question I would really like to ask that has been on a lot of people's. I mean, I've been getting those kind of questions. Even me, I'm actually really curious, right? You come in here as a nomad with a nomad visa. By the way, as a nomad, you have to like have your existing job, and basically you're trying to prove that you can work anywhere in the world with your former employment. So when you move here, like, is it easy for you to change and say, you know what, let me go find a job here and actually work here? So and is it possible?
It's possible, but I don't think it's easy. Just because when you want to see, so the digital nomad visa, I think that's the fastest processing one right now. Like I've heard people waiting like 6 months for the work permit visa to come out. So if you decide to switch, you would now be subject to those same
conditions.
And then, like, I think if there's one thing I don't like about the digital nomad visa in Malta is that it doesn't count towards residency. So if you can renew it 3 times, so you can stay for 3 years. But then if you decide to switch to work permit, it's like you're starting from
the
one.
beginning.
Yeah.
After 3, so it's just 3 years.
Yes, 3 years.
After 3 years,
Go back.
figure out.
Yes.
Go back.
what you want to do.
No, are you sure there's no permanent residency part for nomads?
Right now, no. It's possible to switch, but you start.
You
from
can
0.
switch, right?
Yes, you can switch.
And so what? That means if you just like come, like in your first year, you can quickly switch so that you will not waste a lot of time.
If you come here first and you realize you want to stay here, then you can quickly just
get a job.
And so the job will sponsor you, and it will not be like pretty much the same process as. But it's easier though because at least you are here, so at least it takes away the visa.
You still have. So I think a smart thing to do. Just like I've not tried it. My hypothesis is so if you come with this annual visa and you are here for a year, you know you have it for a year. In 6 months you decide to switch and you find a job. So if it's taking 6 months to process the visa, at least you can still stay here legally until you do it. As opposed to waiting
till the day expires. Smart, that's true. So if you want to start, because to be very honest, a lot of people. You know how it is now. Most people just want to live more Nigeria before Japa. So I'm not encouraging trying to come through any shady means, right? However, if the end goal is actually to settle, you know, in your 6 months, and you come to Malta and you're like, oh, okay, this is good and all. In your 6 months, that's what you're saying, and you can now start looking for jobs and obviously you get settled here. So that brings me to my next question. Do you have any benefits as a nomad here?
I think I know one thing that sways people is that you don't pay taxes here, so you pay taxes to your home country, so you don't have to be double taxed.
Can you choose to pay tax here? Or NI, national insurance?
No, you have to have a private.
That means people cannot have any benefits now?
No, you don't have any benefits.
So even like transport is not free?
No, it's free. Transport is free. Yes, you get your card.
So like healthcare is not free?
No, you pay for your healthcare.
But you have insurance.
Yes, health insurance. You have to even do that before you come. Yes, it's part of the process.
Okay, insurance, medical insurance, right? Yes. Okay. Do you do travel insurance as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So now you're saying there's no benefit. So school fee, if I had children and I'm a nomad, I'll pay school fee.
Yes.
I think so. I think you have to pay.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And it's most nomads will not want to. Well,
like if you decide to settle, you will now have to switch.
You have to switch. Yeah. So that's the thing. You cannot have two you cannot have nomad status and also the work nomad.
No. I think you have to, like for me now, I think maybe the past few months, some companies have reached out to me asking me if I want to, what's that word? Like, okay, if I want to change jobs, basically.
Okay.
And they asked for my visa status, and I told them, okay, that I'm a digital nomad.
Okay.
And by the time we talked about salary, so that was where we just like ended the conversation, basically. But
they're not offering as much.
Yes, compared to what I'm earning currently.
Okay, but that's your own decision. It's not like, okay, you have to be earning more than what you earn currently.
No.
Okay. So it's up to you to like kind of choose.
Yes, and they can help you also. But I think you have just very few employers that
will be willing to.
Yes, willing to sponsor.
I mean, for me, I feel that anyone that is a digital nomad is like an expert, and your skill is in high demand. So you will find employers for sure. Those employers that would, recruit people from abroad.
Rather than even taking part.
Yes, it's even better. There are a lot of brilliant minds here. Okay, you've been here like less than 1 year, right?
Yes.
So do you think you'll stay here long term?
If I had the opportunity, right, because the current employer I work for, I've been given that flexibility to work basically from any part of the world. Yes. So if I were to choose Malta again, I think yes, I will choose Malta. From what I said, the communities have have built over the few months I've been here. The people I've met and how amazing. Like I said, the expats. Sorry, not the expats. The Maltese they are really accommodating. I remember there was something I mentioned to you that first. I think the first month I came, and I had to mention to my landlord that I was a bit cash strapped. Of course, we had our misunderstanding, but he did not really understand. So most of these things has to do with communication, basically. So, but by the time we had that communication, and I told him, okay, this is what I'm going through. I need to be able, because I was supposed to pay my rent and stuff. So what he now did, he understood from my perspective. So obviously, when they hear Nigeria, they just think you're a scam and all of that. But by the time we got talking, yes, so he now he sent somebody to bring to give me money. His son gave me about 100 euros. He said, oh, for feeding and just to. So I was really happy, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, I think I would like to come to Malta again.
So I really like Malta now. So it's something I'm.
By the way, she's a traveler. Oh my God! Hey,
yes,
follow her. You will know.
So it's something I'm still thinking about. I think I like it here. Like I wouldn't mind staying. So except if there's a bigger opportunity that comes up or something like that, I'm not yet actively looking to move. So it just
please actively look for a job here. Actively look here, okay? I don't know. I think I've covered pretty much everything. Like I said, I'll post up the requirements of becoming a nomad on the link below. You can do it through an agent, or you can actually do it yourself. And if you're in Europe, obviously it makes it easier. If you're in Nigeria, it might take
maybe like 2 to 3
When did you get
months.
your stuff issued?
In January.
And you started. That was so fast as well.
Like let's say towards the end of December. Yes, they have priority. Then even by the time I moved in,
like, how much fee for the entire
fee? I don't think I spent up to 1,000. So the only thing that took the bulk of my cash was rent. Okay.
Yeah, rent,
apart from rent,
live there anyway.
I think the first thing I paid for was what was the first thing I paid for?
For the processing fee, $250
euros. Yeah. Then I think the next thing we paid for was I think health insurance. Yeah. So it depends on the health insurance you get. But from the agency I worked with, like I mentioned, we got the very good deal. I think I paid less than 100 euros for my health insurance.
For a year?
Yes.
That's nice. Wow. Yes. Wow. And you have access to. Have you had any course to use it? Thank you, Jesus.
So I've not really had access. Then what else again did we pay for?
Visa.
Yes, visa of 300.
You did not pay that. Your own route was.
I just showed up with my bag.
Did you pay for health insurance?
Yes, I paid for it.
But if you had health insurance in Spain,
I couldn't transfer it because of the company I was using. They don't have international.
No, but if you live there, if you used to live in Spain, like you should have like for example, the way I live there. Any country I go to,
any country
in Schengen area, I have like this European
card. But I don't know why Malta was saying it has to be international.
Is your residence card here?
Yes.
Let me try this. I don't want to kind of see the same.
I think when I came in on a Tuesday, and by Thursday or so, I think the next day I received an email
to pick it up.
To pick up
like
my
I said, I think for
card.
Nomads,
It's quicker.
Even where you guys go to apply for your stuff, permit and the
It's
rest.
different.
This is just like our own card now.
Yes, but it's not from Identity Malta. It's from Residency Malta.
One thing to touch on, I know because in Spain, so I used to work in an office, so that helped me meet people. But then I know some people are worried, like when you come as a digital nomad, how do you meet people if you're working from home? So I think some things that helped me, one was like just finding things I was interested in, and then you have to go outside. Like, so I like to do different, like I have a lot of hobbies with my hands, so I just found classes for those, and then I attended them, and then from there I meet other people.
Really? What kind of classes?
So I did doing crochet, doing pottery, I do painting, so things like that. I do music as well.
Wow,
so
really?
yeah,
What music?
so
Like
I
an
play,
instrument?
yeah, ukulele, like the baby guitar.
Better come and play for us in church.
So
Okay,
that's
nice.
as well. And then of course church as well. Like it's really important to find a church community that you like, and then with people that you can connect with, like both spiritual level and also just outside of church.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's a very valid one, because if not coming as a nomad, you just be indoors.
inside.
No.
Oh, there's also a digital nomad group for Nigerians as well.
Okay. Are you on it?
Like,
No.
you need to join us. You need to join us.
So it's been nice having you guys here. I will drop her Twitter, her TikTok,
And my YouTube.
and her YouTube, and
Instagram.
and her YouTube. Like this grace of God. Anyway, it's been nice. We are going in now because I am dehydrated. So I'm just seeing now, apparently as a nomad you get this, and what else?
The key
And a power bank.
Yes.
But this is not fair.
They say welcome to Malta.
Welcome to Malta.
This is not good because
Come and spend your money.
no, but really, what money are you spending? Do you know how?
We're paying rent.
We are buying clothes.
Yes,
we are buying.
Yes, now we're investing here.
It's not yet 3 o'clock for the freebie. Actually, not free. We are paying, but
Shopping.
and this is buy one get one free, right? So Tega just mentioned something. She said they treat them specially. That when you went to the office, they even gave you.
Yes, they offer to give you coffee.
Why? No, but was there queue? Was there a lot of queue? Hey,
Exactly.
I want to be a nomad. And that question I would like to ask. So after 3 years, you are saying that you cannot renew.
Yeah.
What about if you want to start again?
You have to give it a space of, there's a time limit, I don't remember, but you have to give it like maybe a year or something before you can
Apply
yeah.
and start from
But
3 years
see,
again.
if you decide to do the 3 years, then I think you don't want to stay in Malta long term, so you can probably just segue into other European countries that have, because a lot of countries are popping up now with the digital nomad.
Yeah.
We didn't mention that you have access to other Schengen areas.
Yes.
You can visit visa.
You mean
free.
with your nomad?
Yes, with your nomad.
Okay, so there's another question. I mean, we remembered when we were working. Can you have a bank account as a nomad?
Yes,
You
you
can.
can, yes. But most people I know, including me, we just opt for Revolut because the process is a bit
long. Why I'm asking is because we just talked about. By the way, those are properties you can buy if you want to invest in. I've forgotten what they call this because this is an SDA area. What's the name of this place? Here, if you buy a property, you do not even have to be living in Malta to purchase a property from here. I can't remember the name of this block. So we have like Tamonita. So these are like apartments you can buy. So what I decided to ask is, obviously if you don't have a bank account, you can't get mortgage.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, but you can get bank account here.
I think I asked when I just came HSBC, and I think they told me that I'll have to come for appointment like 3 months.
Yeah, usually
So
they have long.
So then I just
So you
said,
can have a bank account.
yeah, I'm not interested.
So what will now happen after 3 years? You close the bank account, or depending on if you decide to stay or not. So basically, like I think what I've really gained from all we've spoken about is that you can actually change your visa and stay here, But it's just that proof of funds, that 2,700 euros from Spain or all those European countries, fine. Or if you're working for you work for an international company, so it was kind of because in my mind I'm calculating 2,700 euros per month in Nigeria.
Another mistake most people make because I think it was yesterday or during the week, somebody reached out to me and she said somebody applied for the digital nomad visa and it got declined. I'm like, okay, that's
Really?
new.
So you can get declined?
Yes. So I think the reason why he was declined, or why the visa was declined, was because he used his Payoneer as a statement of account. So the first thing I asked the person, I said Payoneer is not a bank.
Yeah.
So you
What's
cannot.
Payoneer,
It's like a payments platform, a
Nigeria.
payments vendor. They are just like PayPal, receive money and all of that. So if you want to use, obviously, I think most remote workers from Nigeria use Payoneer. So what I would advise is, if you're using Payoneer for your statement account, statement of accounts, ensure you also use your local bank account.
Yeah.
Right, use your local bank account as well. Then any other proof of income. Like for me, what I did was I used my Payoneer. I used GTB. So I used my GTB dollar account. Then I also had like certificate of my earnings from my employer. So I got that as well. Then I think statement of account from Payoneer as well. Right, so I did that here.
So you had like several. So the proof of funds, for example, does it have to be from one account, or it could be cut across? I mean, several accounts.
So for me, I just used. Okay, so what I did when I made up my mind about the digital nomad visa, I started building my my local bank account.
Okay, nice one. But if you do not have like up to 2,700 euros proof, can you like use maybe assets to show proof, or it has to be like earning monthly?
But it doesn't have to be from one company.
Source.
Yes. If you have a business and you can prove that also from there you are earning that amount, you just have to put it together, and then this total should get to at least 2,700. So you can combine.
You can combine different earnings. Okay, amazing. And I think you don't even have to be working for a company. You can be a freelancer. You can own your business too.
This was surprising.
Don't mind that. She doesn't want to do YouTube for us. Your own is boring though. At least you're down. Sober. It's really sober, really. Wow, this is really nice.
So the sauce can get to everybody.
So I headed back now. How many hours later? What's the time, sir?
5 o'clock technically.
5 o'clock? Yes. We're eating for 3 hours. I've been drinking whatever for 3 hours. Well, it was fun. We're leaving now. We're leaving Smart City back to the hustle and bustle of Malta. Because to be honest, this place looks very remote. Like you want quietness and all, you know, just come here. And we're at Londoners Pub. It was nice. She made a friend. And the friend gave her a box. Bye. Bye.